J-Mo here from Stretford, Paddock. This is the transfer review. And no, I don't just wear the same clothes every day. I did wear these clothes for the news yesterday, and we recorded this yesterday while you're watching it today. Sunday. Actually, it wasn't yesterday. I recorded it 2 days ago, but I don't wear the same clothes every day. I wore these clothes on Friday, which is when we recorded this. So I hope that clears everything up. And the weather, as I said on Friday, it's all right, spitting a little bit. So this is where we review the transfers, the transfer rumours for Manchester United. Now, I always say it should be called the transfer rumourator, but I was overruled. It's called the transfer review. So, okay, we'll call it that then. You win. Well done. Right, there's been loads of transfer rumours, as you'd expect with Manchester United. We sell papers, we know that. Starting with Yves Bissouma. Yves Bissouma was linked with Manchester United. Now, I feel like Yves Bissouma was linked with Manchester United more by Manchester United fans than by anyone else. United fans looked at him, had a great start to the season. There was talk in the summer that maybe we were going to go for him. There was talk that maybe, because Brighton wanted Dan James, there could be some sort of swap deal done there. Didn't happen, obviously. Dan James went to Leeds. Yves Bissouma stayed at Brighton and has had a very good start to the season. Now, he was speaking earlier on this week, and he was talking about the fact that, you know, he's happy at Brighton, all that sort of jazz, but wants Champions League football. So people have looked at it and go, oh, he wants Champions League football? Could come to Manchester United. Manchester United have Champions League football. That could be the destination for Yves Bissouma. Can I see Yves Bissouma coming to Manchester United? I actually can, and I'll tell you why. There's another story doing the rounds from ESPN about Declan Rice not coming to Manchester United. Now, Declan Rice was viewed as United's next big transfer target. The sort of common thinking is, common knowledge down the feathers, was that United went to strengthen at right wing and defence this summer, and we did that with Rafael Varane. I don't know why I'm pointing there. Rafael Varane and Jadon Sancho. There you go, defence right wing. Next summer, we're going to go for Erling Haaland and a defensive midfielder. It was going to be Declan Rice. We've been put off by West Ham's ludicrous transfer demands. They were around 90 million for him. Maybe Yves Bissouma could be the answer. Now, you think you can get a player like Yves Bissouma from Brighton for less than 90 million quid. Maybe you can get him around the 50, 60 million quid mark. Who knows? So, I'll deal with one at a time. Yves Bissouma to Manchester United. I'm going to give that transfer rumour a 7 out of 10. I don't think it's destined to happen, but it wouldn't surprise me. It kind of makes sense, especially if United are in for a defensive midfielder and we don't get Declan Rice next summer, as it looks like we won't. So, on the Declan Rice front, are we going to get Declan Rice next summer? That's another transfer rumour doing the rounds. And I don't think we will. I think West Ham are going to dig their heels in with this price tag, and I think United are going to be put off by it. Now, you never say never. West Ham may say, OK, you know what, give us 74 million quid for him. And United may say, all right, we'll give you 74 million quid spread out over 5 years. So that's, you know, money each year. I don't know, mass isn't my strong point. So it could happen. I mean, we did a similar thing with Jadon Sancho, didn't we? We were paying that off in instalments. So Declan Rice, it's not dead in the water, but I just don't know if it's that likely. So I'll give that a 4 out of 10. I'm going to give Bissouma a 7 because I think it'd be easier to get him, and I think he's having a very good start to the season. And if that continues, United may go, all right, we can have him and we can get him. And I'll give Declan Rice a 4 out of 10. So I hope that's cleared that up. Another transfer rumour doing the rounds is Jude Bellingham. Now, apparently United have entered pole position for Jude Bellingham. Now, this story has been reported in several newspapers, and I've been a bit of a dive. And what I don't like about this story is it seems to originate from the Sun. Now, don't buy the Sun. That's one thing I'll tell you. Yeah, it's an absolute horrible rag. Don't buy it. Don't trust it, and don't listen to it. That's my attitude towards that sorry excuse for a newspaper. Now, other newspapers have picked up on this story and reported it, and Jude Bellingham to Manchester United is a story that has done the rounds before. We apparently gave him a guided tour of Carrington. Sir Alex Ferguson came out, Eric Cantona came out, gave him scones and tea, and we tried to woo him, but he was having none of it and went Dortmund. Those are the stories we're hearing. I don't know how true they are, but that's what we've been told. He chose to go to Dortmund. Now, it's apparently not he chose to go to Dortmund because he don't like Manchester United. He went to Dortmund from Birmingham City because he felt he'd get more game time at Dortmund, and it was a better stage or a better stepping stone for his career. And it kind of makes sense. Obviously, I'd want any young player to come to Manchester United, but you think if you want to go and get lots of game time, at the time, you'd have been better served going to Dortmund. He has played a lot of football. He is doing really well. He's one of the most highly rated young midfielders on the planet. and Manchester United want him, and apparently we could be in pole position. My issue with this story is where it's come from. Even though it makes a lot of sense, United could be after a midfielder. Is he a 6 though? It's apparently we want a 6. He's probably not. That's another sort of red flag, and also where it's come from. With Bellingham to United, because there's always been rumours, I'm going to give a little bit of credibility to the fact there's rumours. I just don't like where they've come from. So for this one, I'll go with a 3 out of 10. We probably are going to be looking at him. We've been in for him before, but he's not a defensive midfielder, and I need a more credible source about it than an absolute rag called The Sun. There's more stories about Manchester United and players. Don't worry about that. I've got loads. Ousmane Dembele is another one. Is this 2020, Jay? Ousmane Dembele? Hey? It's old news, mate. What's the matter with you? Well, it's old news that's rearing its head again. Apparently United are back in for him. Doesn't make any sense to me, this. And I think this is emanated from El Nacional. And I think the Evening News and a few of the papers have picked up on it. I think United are making contact with him and his representatives, trying to get him from Barcelona. I think there's only not long left on his contract. We feel like a deal could be done. With Dembele, he's a good player, very talented player. He's had his injury issues. I don't know if he's going to come to Manchester United. It's not even going to come to Manchester United. I don't know if Manchester United are going to want him. I just feel like he's a player who the jury's still out on. I feel like he got his move to Barcelona probably a little bit too soon with too hefty a price tag. It's not really worked out. Now, he could get another move and rejuvenate his career, if that's the right word. And that could be at Old Trafford. And let's face facts, if he signed for United, I don't think any of us would be complaining. You know, oh, can't believe bought Dembele, what are we doing? You'd be happy because he's a good player. But I just feel with the likes of Mason Greenwood, Anthony Martial, okay, Anthony Martial, probably not a good example, Marcus Rashford, Jadon Sancho, Cristiano Ronaldo, still got a couple of years left in him, obviously. And then likes of Anthony Elanga coming through the ranks. Do we really need Ousmane Dembele? I said this on the Paper Talk on Friday. Don't think we do. Don't see it happening. I'm going to give this one a 2 out of 10. Because I just can't see it. Might be wrong. I just don't see Ousmane Dembele coming to Manchester United Football Club. Another story doing the rounds, this has come from the Liverpool Echo, is that Donnie Van Der Beek, who's the most spoken about Manchester United player, who's played the fewest games in the history of this club, could be going to Everton, or Everton are interested in him in some sort of loan deal. They've obviously lost James Rodriguez. I know he's not the same sort of player, but they want to bring in someone. Donnie Van Der Beek hasn't been getting loads of game time. He could be an option for them. I don't see Donnie Van Der Beek going anywhere. I don't see him going Everton on loan. I think he's going to stay here, and I think maybe in the summer there could be some sort of deal done if he doesn't get more game time. We've seen it with Dan James. He's had a couple of seasons there, moved on. Could the same happen with Donnie Van Der Beek? Potentially, yeah, if he doesn't get more game time this season. But again, he might not get a lot of game time, and then Paul Pogba might leave, and he might get more game time because Pogba's left, so who knows. But Donnie to Everton on loan, don't see it happening. I'll give it a 2 out of 10. It's not beyond the realms of possibility. Strange things have happened, and he might just get fed up, and United may look at it and go, all right, do you know what, we're not going to use you, you can go to Everton, it's a good standard for you, and it's, you know, it's not the end of the world if we let you go there. But I don't see it happening. I think he's going to fight for his place, and I think Ole Gunnar Solskjaer still rates him. Another player that is more likely to leave than Donnie Van Der Beek is Anthony Martial. Anthony Martial has been linked with a move to Spurs. Now, there's a few rumours doing the rounds that maybe Untitled from Spurs could be used as a sort of makeshift in that, or make weight, or whatever you call it, some sort of swap deal. United are being linked with him earlier this week. I don't see that happening. I know he's an okay midfielder. He's not even guaranteed getting in Spurs' team. So don't know why I think he's going to come in and get in ours. And I know there's this thing where, oh, just get any midfielder. Loads of fans are like, I don't want to see Fred in our midfielder anymore, just get another midfielder. But I don't think buying players that struggle to get in Spurs' team is the answer, to be honest with you. Anthony Martial go at Spurs. I'll give that one a 7 out of 10 because I think that can happen. I do. I think a move to Spurs would actually make sense. I think he's still got something to offer, Anthony Martial. A lot of people think he's done. I'm not so sure. And I think he may get a boost by going somewhere other than United. I think it's just getting a little bit, the shirt's getting a little bit heavy for him here. He seems to have lost confidence. You go to Spurs, the expectation's much lower. No offence, but it is. You've also got players around you who sort of play a similar way to you. They're a decent unit going forward, aren't they, Spurs? It could happen. Could make sense, that, so I'll give it that 7 out of 10. Untitled, as part of that deal, or as any other deal coming to Old Trafford, don't see it happening. I'll give that 1 out of 10. I just don't think he's good enough. And I don't think we're looking at him going, that's the one we want. That's the guy that's going to come in here and help push us towards the title challenge. Because that's what you want. You want players who can push you towards the title challenge. Is Tanguy Untitled that guy? pardon the awful pun. No, I don't think he is. So don't see that one happening. So those are my ratings for the transfer review. For all things Manchester United related, get involved in the comments. Let us know what you think of those. Have I got it wrong? Do you think we're going to get anyone else? Have I missed anyone out? Have any other stories you've seen? By all means, let me know where I'm going wrong. I love your feedback. Don't forget to check out all the other videos on the channel and visit the merch store, paddockmerch.com. We've got loads of merchandise of all your favourite Manchester United players. Don't forget as well to hit like, share and subscribe. This has been the transfer review outside a lovely Old Trafford. I've been Jay. Thanks for watching.